Welcome back to the Rolling Rucks. We're Stu, Charlie, and our three kids, Oliver, Dexter and Amelia. We've taken our motorhome on lots of adventures over the last 15 months. We've visited some spectacular places.
But now is the time to see if we can convert this 2-year-old crafter into a fully functional camper van that sleeps all 5 of us. We're doing it from scratch, learning as we go, giving it our blood, sweat and tears. We want a gas-free van with a shower and a toilet and as much open space as we can get.
Join us this week as we continue the build. So this is the first panel going in.
Yes.
And you will notice that Stu's done a smaller window cut to what the actual window is. Why is that then, love?
Well, the seat is coming to about here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we can utilise this space whether we want to use it for like a tall cupboard or we want an extended shower. So we're going to blank the back part of the window off. Ready to fix that in. I've left a bit of a gap up the top because I've still got the ceiling panels to put in. And then obviously you're going to have wall cabinets up here as well, but yeah, I'm happy with that. So I think...
You know what everyone's going to say though, don't you?
What?
Why did you choose that big window and stick a big window on if you're going to cover half of it? We probably could have got away with like a caravan window.
Yeah, but that's it. We didn't want a caravan window. We wanted the flush windows and we wanted the big opening. So this was deliberate because we can open this and have a full window opening that's flush and hide the back half. We didn't want a window here. We wanted a window here, but be able to open it fully. Job done.
So a lot of these panels have now been finished. We can't fit the back one there because we're waiting for the window. And we've also reused one of these boards because it was 6mm. We've got this one cut out already. Stu's already done it. He just needs to fix it in place. But he said because of the windows, he can't get that done just yet. But yeah, it's lovely to see wood inside the van now. It's really coming on. So the next stage is to do the floor here. And Man Butt's already on it. He's already cutting it to size.
Getting it done.
So once that floor bit's finished, we want to put down our lino. So this van has just come on heaps in the last 2 days. Really, really impressed with what he's done. So it's looking good. Looking good. There he goes, all his measurements. Are you going to do this in one go? Like one flush piece of wood, or are you going to like join it?
Oh no, it's got to be one piece, isn't it?
Nice. I'm going to leave the Man Butt do his thing and take the kids to the park. And when I get back, this floor will be done. So we've just been at the park and we've come back and we met with all these lovely people who've come to see us. So Neil and Emma turned up last night and we had a couple of drinks with them. Martin's turned up this morning and now Conrad from Paintworks has arrived. So it's a busy session going on, I'm sure. Diesel heater.
Yes.
How far? What's going on?
So you've dropped the tank?
15 minutes will be up working and pumping out hot air.
You can't fault that, can you?
What are we on?
I've only been in the park 20 minutes. I've come back.
You've only been up half an hour though.
Yeah, that's also true.
You know what I mean?
To be fair,
Let's not tell lies, right? I've been up a shop. I got some bacon in.
You did. You've done us all brekkie, had a nice brew.
Thank you. And the kids have been exercised. I've come back and fair play to these two boys. They have been working their socks off.
So
yeah.
With the diesel,
Emma's currently out walking off a hangover.
Yeah.
So for the fuel line's on top of the fuel tank, which is under the side step. And it was a job I was actually quite nervous about doing, and within 5 minutes, Neil is already down in the hole and got it down. He goes,
no
nonsense. Is that
nonsense.
your nipple? I'm thinking he's showing me a photo of someone else's craft face our craft does. Like, you've done it already.
That's incredible.
And we've got a crafty idea, and we're going to put the fuel pipe in that to protect it underneath.
Yeah, so it's going
Nice.
through the cross member chassis part. So to do that, it's going to have some Some protection.
Lovely, because we all need a bit of protection when there's diesel
Yeah,
involved.
no glove, no love.
No, especially when you're underneath messing around with nipples, protection is key.
Yeah. Come on then, boys, get to it.
You can tell that it's starting to warm.
How are we looking then? Did you say it's hot, Mark?
No, not yet.
I can hear something's happening though. Oh. So we've got the EcoFlow to test the diesel heater situation.
It's definitely doing something. It wouldn't stay on this long last time. It's warm.
Have we got heat? Yeah. Yes. Quite a lot's been done today. The bed frames have been made for both our bed and the kids' bed. We've got the panelling's gone back in. Support struts have gone in, the diesel heater's been fitted, the boys from Paintworks have been down and fixed a handle and the electric windows, and now the windows for the back is going in, so praying that the paintwork doesn't get ruined. I'm sure it won't. We did fine the first time. I think I'm just more panicked now that the van isn't white now, and it's the colour that we wanted, so I'm a bit more adventurous about it, let's just say. Emma's in bed having a nana nap because I practically killed her off last night with red wine. And Neil looks like he's in his oils. He's been non-stop working with Stu all day, so it's quite nice to see boys out there with their tools and enjoying themselves. So I'm just going to stay out the way and just fetch tea and provide food when it's needed. And yeah, I've been taking the children out and they've had some homeschooling while we've been here, so it's been actually quite nice and refreshing. So yeah, let's see what these new windows look like then.
Looks like a camper van now.
Yeah, man.
Happy with that?
Yeah, man. Well done, babe. Morning. So it's Tuesday of week 2. We now have 2 rear windows in the back. We've made a start on the cladding of the walls. So I've got this one done. I just got a little piece to put in here, and then we can finish this side off. Now I've done the kids' beds, so you can see we've got 2 brackets, one higher and one lower there for the 2 separate bunks, and I've got one on each corner, so there's 8 brackets installed. Kids' bed has been completely done. We've just taken it out to make it easier for us to work in. But you may have also noticed there's something little down there that's up and running. I can only say a massive thank you to this chap.
I done nothing. All I done was drop a tank, and then we played with nipples together and sucked a load of stuff through pipes.
Very true. It's very true.
But we got it going.
We did get it going, and to be honest, sure, I wouldn't have got it going if it wasn't for Neil, because
I don't think it's warm enough, and I think there's something in the settings that maybe you need to alter. So if anyone has got an auto term 4K diesel heater and they know why it's not like burny hot on the front, leave it in the comments.
see if we can turn this bad boy up.
Yeah, we're a bit stuck. And there's no priming feature.
No, this was the priming feature.
That was a priming feature, yeah. So yeah, we got there, mate, didn't we?
We did, yeah. So wanted to thank Neil and Emma for coming down, for both entertaining us and for giving us a hand on something I simply wouldn't have got done without.
And beating the kids.
Yeah, I'm beating the kids up. But Urban Van Life, go check them out.
Pleasure.
So it's finally happened. The carpet's arrived. It's only taken about a week and a half. At one point, we didn't think it was coming because the adhesive arrived and the carpet didn't.
Yeah, but the best part about that is that the adhesive was free with the carpet. When you bought the carpet, you got so many tins of this spray adhesive. We had the spray adhesive a week ago. We made the order nearly 2 weeks ago. We're like, surely the carpet would have come with the adhesive. Rang them, said, oh, they could be sent separate. Like, no worries. Then nearly 2 weeks later, it finally arrives.
Literally this morning, I flew out of bed when the delivery guy was there. I was like, yes, finally, something I can do.
We're at a stage now where quite a bit needs carpeting before we can move on to the next stage. So like once some of this is carpeted, I've got the beds built. So I pre-built some of the stuff that needs to go in.
Thank God for the workshop, because you have been able to go outside and build, haven't you?
Yeah.
We were literally at a point where I was like, you might have to build a shower in the kitchen outside, you know, before this carpet comes, because...
I thought I was going to have to be fair. But another good thing is next door to us, the unit, they got a CNC, and he just so happens to have the files for the new crafter.
Yeah,
so he's just done us the roof lining kit. So instead of me trying to have to cut around all these annoying notches and angles, I've got a kit I can just screw straight up, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Well, that means today we're going to get the roof done, we're going to get some carpeting done, and if I'm really lucky, we might even get the lino down, because we bought that a few days ago.
Yeah. And next door they also do the B pillar with the overhead cupboard.
Oh yeah, so we have sort of mooched that, I think.
And he says there is a shower on the files as well, the cubicle.
Just let him do the lot for us, is it? Come on, let's get cracking.
Yeah. It's 4 degrees outside, so it is now at that time of year, isn't it, where it's getting really cold. So this little bit of heat is making a massive difference, not just in the van, but in the whole workshop. You can feel just, you know, it's just taking the edge off it. But the good thing is we've been able to power it with the EcoFlow, and no, it's not another EcoFlow cell, but what I will say is this EcoFlow has done us a solid, hasn't it?
Yeah, we use it for everything, don't we?
We have, to be fair. I was able to test some of the lights with it, so we can run the diesel heater off it. Kids are charging their stuff
we did the Max fan as well, didn't we?
Tested the Max fan off it. I said we've had about 4 different power stations, and honest feedback, definitely the best one we've used. We couldn't promote another one because there's nothing like it.
No, there isn't. That was a bit of a, what do you call, to get the last one in.
Yeah.
But
it's done.
It's done. Did the last bit of insulation just down the back end there and done some silver taping. We've got the Max fan to go in, the carpet to go in. It's looking good though. It's looking really good. Just imagine though, you had to cut all of these out yourself, how long that would have taken.
Well, that's it, you know, it's still taking us about 45 minutes to install. If I had to cut that, that was a day gone easy. Now I can crack on with something else.
Woohoo! Looking sharp, Mr. Ruck. Looking sharp.
I know. I'm actually surprised how easy this went on. It flew on, didn't it?
Yeah, it was fab.
Absolutely flew on.
So you've cut your little cable holes out of it. We've got a Max fan out of it.
Yeah. It
was
easy.
Yeah.
Super easy. Surprised.
It's nice though, isn't it, to have some easy jobs?
It was, because I thought this was going to be one of the jobs that was going to be an absolute pain in the arse. And we've just done the whole ceiling in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, man.
And it was with very little fuss. It was just going on. Just went on nice.
So we've just got to cut around all the bits now, haven't we? Get the Max fan finished.
That's it. Just got to do these trims now up in the corners. Got to do these reveals. I need to. I went all snazzy with curved corners without thinking about what I then got to do for the reveals. So I got to sort them out. And yeah, we can get the walls that need carpeting. Carpeted.
We've just also finished the Max fan. Look how nice that looks! We've got a ceiling! Yeah, mega chuffed. It's like come together nicely today. So I think today is just going to be finishing off all this carpeting as much as we can. And then good. I want to get some boards now for the roof.
You want to get your strips in?
Yeah, we're going to do some strips and then we're going to have some lighting down the strips, but we've got a pot of varnish. I'm going to varnish them all up.
That's lovely.
And it'll look nice.
Absolutely lovely.
We've got to keep this van as lightweight as possible. That's the thing, isn't it, love? So the carpet's been a bit of a godsend.
Berth is hard when it comes to the weight.
Yeah.
Because you got the extra seats, you got the swivel plates already, then the extra bed. The good thing is you get a smaller garage, so you can't put as much rubbish in it.
That's true.
So yeah, we'll get it done. Let's go.
I completely forgot to click record on the camera, so you may have missed the completion of the carpet. So the stage we're at now, all the carpet is done, so I'll just give you a show around. We've carpeted all the ceiling and the walls. This part's deliberately left clear. This is the kitchen. We're going to put some tiles there. We've carpeted the garage area for now, and there's the diesel heater and all that working under there. We've just got to box in the wheel arches at the back and carpet those. This section here is going to be our shower, so we've deliberately left this bit clear. And then Stu's done some funky work around the windows, so he's curved all of our windows, and we've carpeted the reveals in there, as well as the ones at the back. I'm not sure if you can see those very well, because unfortunately the light in here isn't too great this morning. Man but's on his first morning's brew, and we've got to get cracking again today.
We have, yeah, and we apologise, we have been rubbish with the camera. I think the LED lighting that are in here, if we have the camera on one, if you put the camera into 2 settings, and on one setting it flickers really bad, completely unwatchable. So you've got to change it down to 50 Hertz, which we've done. And if, like now, it's okay, but if the camera was to come out of the van, you then get black lines that go down the screen. So it's been a combination of using the phones, because that seems to work out here, and then the GoPro in the van. It's all over the place, isn't it?
It has been a little bit, but obviously some of the shots as well, when we're both working, it's been quite difficult then. If we're outside working on something, we've not been able to show you it because there's nowhere to particularly lean the phone.
No.
Whereas obviously the GoPro's got the stand, so
we're going to try, we need to make a bit more effort. So we've got, as you've seen, the 2 bed frames in. And
oh, I didn't even mention them. I'm showing them the carpet.
the good thing with the beds is we've been able to get the 2 doubles, and we've actually all got a lot more space than I thought we were going to get. So you can see we've got the smaller garage, but big enough to get in what we want to get in. The kids have got plenty of space, and we've got plenty of space. Now what we've done is we've actually taken 100mm off the length. So rather than having a standard 1900 on the length, we've actually dropped it down to 1820. And in the motorhome, for example, the beds we sleep in at the rear is only 1750, so me and Charlotte are used to it and we have no problem with that. Just means we got an extra 100mm for the shower, for the kitchen, and just a bit more floor space. Today's plan, so we're only here till lunchtime, so because we got the fronts of the beds for here, these are both in line with each other, so I plan on doing the bulkhead that goes across here this morning. Want to get that in. We're going to have a little service hatch for here that's going to be for the kids. Now also in the kids' beds we're splitting them into 3. I'm putting dividers down, but obviously I can't bring the dividers all the way to the front because the kids will need to go into the service hatch and then either off to the left or the right. So I'm going to bring them down about 3/4 and then they can all get into their own pods.
It'd be like a little den for them, wouldn't it?
It is, yeah. What kid doesn't like a den? So they're all going to have their own little space, their own pods. We've bought them each a little sort of dimmable light that's movable, but it's also got a USB on there, so they've all got light and can power their iPads if they want to chill. Obviously then our bed up here, I'm just going to do a nice little curved section here so it'll hold the mattress in, but it'll be easy for us to get in. We're going to be using the bottom bed as our step to get into the top bed. Let's get this done.
Yeah, can I just say as well, the kiddies came in here last night, didn't they?
They were super excited.
And they were really, really excited.
They were excited. You could see it taking shape.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually shown you guys some of my tricks that I use in terms of building the van and the woodworking. So I thought I'd show you my scribing. So on the bulkhead, I've got 2 curves either side. So I need to make a jig first that's following those scribes because I want it to be in one piece. So I'm going to show you one that I've made, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the other side. So this is the left side. So I've got the curvature of that wall has been cut into this, but now I'll show you how to do it. So I've got another bit of scrap. That edge there is a nice straight edge. So what I want to do first is get a square edge. So I'm going to square the bottom of this off. then I'm going to trim it so I've got a square corner. Right, so I've got a square corner over here, so I'm going to mark that so I know that's my square corner, and we'll take this inside the camper van and we'll start the scribing process. So you want your square corner to be on the inside edge. Okay, so when I put this in, at the moment you can see it's touching on the top, and then I've got my curvature coming down the bottom. Now I use something called an Easy Scribe. It's a tool by Trend. They're about 10-15 quid, but I can set the thickness of the scribe by a turn wheel over here. And then all you do is run this flat edge here up against your wall and just run it down the wall. Now you can see that's given us a line. So all I'll do is I'll go jig cut that out, and then we'll come back and see what it's like on a fit. Okay, so that's the scribe cut. Let's take it in, see how he looks. Here we are, look. Bang on. So this is now my right jig. So now I've got my two jigs, what I want to do is get a full sheet of my ply that is going to be used to make this bulkhead. And I'm going to just put the left jig up to the left side of the panel. We'll cut that in, and then we're going to take two measurements. I'm going to take a top and a bottom measurement from left to right inside the van on that bulkhead. I will then transfer those measurements onto the big panel and use the right jig to line that up, using the bottom to the bottom because that's your square. Mark that, cut it, and we should have a really nice fit. Okay, so I've got my sheet now on my workstation. I'm going to do the right hand side first. So the reason earlier on why we do a square cut on the bottom of your jig is that it gives me something nice now to line up to this board, and I can mark in my scribe.
And that's it all finished. That looks mint.
Yeah, so done a nice little cuddy for the kids to be able to jump in and out of. This is going to be ultimately then where we get into bed. Like that. It's not quite fixed yet.
Yeah, mine needs an extra screw. We're going to pop the seats in. Give the place a bit of a tidy up, aren't we now?
Yeah, it's gone a bit ridiculous in here. So.
It's a bit shoddy.
That's why I think.
Yeah, I'll get it out in a second. It's looking good though, love.